pleasure to meet you.
You too.
Pleasure to meet you. And who do I have here?
Karolyne Roberts.
Karolyne Roberts.
Yes. And your name again?
Don Burns.
Don Burns. Okay.
I am Lakeland. You come in with this beautiful sash.
Thank you.
Miss USA pageant and Miss Lakeland.
Yes. So you are Lakeland and I am Miss Lakeland.
Tell me more about the pageant.
Oh my gosh, so I'm so excited to be a part of the pageant, especially this year. Did you know that I didn't have this opportunity a year ago? Because they had rules in the Miss Universe system, and they have this in most systems. I think the oldest you can be is like 27 or 28. You couldn't be a mom, you couldn't be married. And recently, they lifted those restrictions, giving me the opportunity to be able to compete as a mom before, as a wife. I just turned 31, and this is like a fresh new opportunity, not only for me, like making history. If I were to win Miss Florida, I would be the first wife, the first mom as Miss Florida, but for so many other women, giving them the opportunity to have a platform to share whatever social advocacy they care about. So I'm super excited that they lifted those.
Do you have any idea why? Is it they finally came to their senses? Or?
I don't know. I think they just realized that your dreams don't have an expiration date, and I feel like especially in this day and age that we're in, like I see people in their 40s and in their 50s, and they're fit and they have so much wisdom, and we shouldn't cut people out, because of ageism. I feel like there's so much to offer in any generation, and I'm excited. I want older women to be part of the pageant so they can pour in wisdom for me. There's so much that they can bring to the table. So celebrating women from all walks of life, I think, is super important.
I agree 100%. It seems like, when you're a little girl and you see mommy dressing up, and then you see the pageants, and then you didn't get into it, you decide not to. And then you're a little bit later in life, and then they say, well, you know what? Your life's not over. Let's try it.
Yes.
That is a fantastic thing.
Yes, I'm super excited about it. Before I joined pageants or even thought of joining this pageant, I was already, active in my community, building community. That's where the YouTube comes in. I've always been about uplifting women. So I'm the founder of an organization called the Writers Retreat. I'm actually a writer.
Okay.
Yes, I'm an author. Author of 10 books.
10?
Mm-hmm. And I'm a publisher as well. So writing is my passion, and with the Writers Retreat, what we've done is we've created retreats, safe spaces for women to come from all around the world. We've hosted it in London, Greece, New York, California, different places, and we bring these women and I help them to write their book. I help them to find their voice. A lot of them have gone through traumatic experiences in their life that they need to kind of process and heal from. So I walk them through those steps. So it's like just doing the pageant, it's giving me a greater platform to further my mission even more. So my platform for Miss Lakeland USA is Be Heard and Be Healed. And I want to host writing spaces where women can come together, and I teach them how to use their voice, not only to self-reflect and self-develop and grow, but also to be leaders in their community. It's not just about me. I want to build up other leaders, right? So one of the things that we're planning that I'm super excited about, Lakeland Women's Day is coming up. I believe it is June 22nd, 23rd, July. It's either June 23rd or July 23rd. And I'm honored that they've allowed me to be one of the speakers to speak at Lakeland's Women's Day. It's going to be right here at the RP Funding Center.
Okay.
They're expecting tons of women, but I want to have an opportunity at that event to really speak to them about recognizing their voice and emotions. I feel like a lot of times women are told, like, your emotions make you weak. You need to just shut down your emotions. But I think we just have to appreciate our emotions and know how to use them, pull from it as a strength. That's a strength that God has given
Foundation.
us. Yes, exactly. But that exact same weekend, the Saturday before, because the Lakeland Women's Day is on a Sunday, the Saturday before, I'm going to be hosting a writer's brunch for women, guided writing, and I think I'm going to be doing it here we're planning that out. So we're so excited about that. But just having the women come out and brunch and commune together and do some guided riding activities.
Can I come? That sounds fantastic. I want to come.
Yeah.
So, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from South Florida. Born in Miami, grew up in Miramar, Florida. I'm of Caribbean descent. My mom is Haitian. She migrated from Haiti here. My dad is Jamaican. And I'm a former Mrs. Haiti International.
Wow.
So yes, I am definitely a mix.
That is fantastic. And you went to school? Did you?
Yeah. I went to school at the Florida State University, got my AA degree, but then transferred to the University of Central Florida where I got my BA in creative writing.
Creative writing. Wow. Where are you getting this energy? Can I have some? Where do you get
Thank you.
the foresight, the discipline? You're a mother. Where do you get the energy from?
I would have to say first and foremost, I'm a woman of faith. So I get my purpose and my energy from God. I wake up every day saying, like, I am here for a reason. I'm here for a purpose. I truly want to make an impact while I'm here on this earth, and it's very important to me. And I also think it's because I just love what I'm doing.
That's the secret.
Exactly. When you do what you're passionate about, and when you do what you love, just like as you're doing with the podcast, it's like it's true, you never have to work a day in your life because you're doing what you're passionate about. You're impacting so many people, and you get that fulfillment out of it.
I agree 100%. And I had no idea. I'm a retired maintenance man. Wow. I have no video, nothing. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to do what I want to do, and I want to enjoy what I'm doing.
Wow.
And I enjoy people. I really enjoy listening to people, hear their stories, and then this podcast phenomenon happens. I'm like, wow, I can do that.
I love that. I'm proud of you though for like not giving up on trying something different, and even after you retired, you're like, I want to try something new. I want to try something fun. I want to put myself out there and meet people. So to have you here doing this, hosting this podcast is amazing.
Well, I appreciate that comment very much. And the same with me. The Lord is my energy.
Amen.
I want to help more people than I'm helped. I want to pass on the good vibe, pass on positive, because there's enough negativity in this world. There's enough.
More than enough, yeah.
So make the world a better place. And Lakeland is one of those places where you're invited. It doesn't matter. Yes. We're all human. We're all one. Yes. We're all connected. Well, that is fantastic to hear. Do you do anything else in the community? I mean, the pageant?
Yes.
The retreats?
As soon as I haven't been Miss Lakeland for that long, but as soon as they told me I'm gonna be Miss Lakeland, I immediately got my feet wet. I'm like, I want to get involved right away. Right now I'm going through a training for SCORE. SCORE is backed by the Small Business Administration. It's one of the largest entrepreneurship.
They've helped me.
Yes.
Greg Manning.
So I'm also an entrepreneur, and I'm going through their training right now to just give free mentorship. This is something that, in the past I've paid for, like as a mentorship coach, but I'm like, I want this year to be all about service and giving. So I want to be a mentor with them. So I'm going through that process. One More Child, they are a big nonprofit organization, not only here in Lakeland where they have their headquarters, but they have just places all over the world, different places, and they help women who have gone through trafficking, they help single mothers, they help feed the hungry. So I've actually had a meeting with their director of operations, and I'm so excited. He's going to put me over a mission. I have a heart for missions.
Wow.
I've led a mission in Haiti in the past, so we're trying to plan and see what country or where we're going to go to lead that mission. But in the meantime, what I'm doing with them is I'm going to be creating care packages for their women and gathering a group. So I'll be putting announcements about that soon to really gather some volunteers, but gathering a group that we can really fill these boxes with important items that can help serve and support these women and get as much of that as possible. So leveraging, my social media and my connections, that's what the influence and the impact is about. So I'm excited to work with One More Child. This week I'm actually going to be taking a tour of their facilities. Another thing and two other organizations that I have plugged in with is Campfire Sunshine, as well as Girls Inc. And I love what they're about, building up girls, building up children, helping them find their voice and their spark, which is what I'm about. Girls Inc., they have an award show coming up where they're going to be honoring women in the community who have been making an impact, and they've invited me to come.
Wow.
And
It feels so good. Doesn't it feel good?
It does.
It just makes you feel full.
Yeah, so I just always want to, I'm intentional about the organizations that I align myself with, because I want to make sure that it's true to my core and my purpose and my values and what I believe in. And my focus as Miss Lakeland is not only to build up the children, because I believe that they are the answer for our next generation. Like I said, I'm a mama for build up the women, because they are raising up this next generation, and then also building up small business owners. They are the root of our economy. As someone, with experience in small business and an entrepreneur, these are the facets that I'm truly focusing on.
And healing them, giving them the tools to go on their own.
Mm-hmm.
The old saying, teach them to fish
Yes,
versus just giving them a fish.
Exactly. I'm super big on
And tell me more about your books that you've written, if you don't mind.
Yes. So I've written books on a lot of different subjects, but at the core of it, there's always some sort of inspiration and motivation that you can find. So I'm a nonfiction writer. I've written books focused towards the youth. I've written books about marriage. I've written books uplifting women. I've also written a book about writing, uplifting the writer. It's called The Right Guide.
Another tool you're creating.
Exactly. But I'm excited though, because in this next season where I'm shifting, I really want to get into children's books and really write books for the younger generation. So
that's fantastic.
That's my next step.
We've got some writers here in Lakeland that write for children already. Yeah, absolutely.
Goodness.
And as long as it's a good cause and it's to help the world, make it a better place,
yes,
that is fantastic.
I love that.
So after Miss America or Miss USA,
Yes.
Mom,
Yes.
more books. You got a book in the future idea in the?
Oh yeah, actually, right now, me and my literary agent, we are in the middle of pitching to publishers right now. A current book idea that I'm working on is geared towards uplifting the women. So yeah, we are working, we're active. So I'm just so excited. Actually, you asked me about the future, like what my goals are, what my desires are. I actually want to do what you're doing. Something I've been really thinking of is wanting to start a podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or a TV show where I can bring women from all different backgrounds and all walks of life to share their stories. And, just practice what I preach by giving them that platform and that space and that environment to practice using their voice to make an impact. But I've been doing research about it. Maybe I can pick your brain more, but I haven't stepped out on that yet because I want everything together. But it's cool that you have this space with the podcast. And
I appreciate that very much, but I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. And it sounds like it would be the advice that you would give me. Just start.
Okay, yeah.
Just start. This could be your first episode. Just start. What I've found is that I will talk myself out of it.
Mm-hmm.
The more I don't, the more I think, the more I just send myself on this tangent that I end up not going back to what it was that I had originally.
Wow.
So I was literally out there and said, hey, what do I do? I got this directory. What do I do to get people to come?
Yeah.
And someone said, why don't you start a podcast? I was like,
Oh,
well,
wow.
what do you do with the podcast? I don't know.
And figured it
we
out.
walked right in here, put the camera up, and started.
Wow.
And I hit a nerve. People enjoy. You're right. The podcast people do enjoy the podcast.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to ask you more questions about that after the interview, but I would definitely be interested.
Fantastic. Well, if people want to support you, how do they contact you?
I have a website, Karolyne.com. So if you subscribe to my website, you'll get all the updates. You can also email me at hello@Karolyne.com.
When you say Karolyne, can you spell that out?
Oh yes, thank
Please.
you for saying that. Because my name is spelled a little different. It's with a K instead of a C. So Karoly. It's with a Y instead of an I, N-E. So Karolyne.
Well, you've got that name wrapped up with the .com.
Yes.
That's future generation. Oh, I remember Karolyne. Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yes, thank you.
I'm an internet junkie. .com junkie.
Me too.
Are you?
Yeah, me and my husband have a lot of domains.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
My wife, she drives her nuts that I'm a domain collector.
Yeah, us too. Yeah.
Well, and Karolyne, you're on social media.
Yes, Karolyne Roberts on YouTube, Karolyne Roberts on Instagram. My handle is the same everywhere.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, when you need or want to be a part, give me help. I would love to collaborate. I would love to be a part of
I
it.
would love that.
Donate some stuff to the cause.
Aw.
I appreciate it so
I
much.
would love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
It's
your
so
time,
nice
Karolyne.
meeting
Nice
with
meeting you. God bless you.
Awesome.
And I want to thank Coax for letting me use this beautiful room too.
Yes, it is amazing.
They have fantastic office space and everything.
I love that. It is great.
Well, have a great day.
Thank you so much.